Mukul invests 9,000 rupees in a company, paying a dividend of 6% per annum. So keep on writing here, investment is what? So investment is the total money investment. So I write here investment is equal to rupees 9,000. Dividend is dividend percent, we can say, is how much? 6% rate of dividend. When share face value, so this is face value or nominal value, same thing. Face value is how much? Rupees 100. Stands at 150, that's a premium value, right? So market value. So market value of the same share is how much? 150. What is his annual income? First question. So let's solve it and then come to the next question in it. So annual income he will be, say, so what is the face value of one share? 100 rupees, right? And what is the dividend? 6%. So we can calculate that. And before we calculate, we need to calculate how many shares does he have. So see, he has bought n number of shares. So n into one share value. What is the value of one share? 150. He has not bought at 100. It has bought for 150. So 150 is the market value. That will give his what? Total investment, and total investment is 9,000 rupees. So n here will be 9,000 divided by 150. So it will give you how much? 60 shares, right? 60 shares. It will go, this will give how many times? 6, and this is 0 here. So 60 shares. So how many shares he has? 60. Remember, 60 shares. Now the question is, what is the dividend that he has? Dividend is 6%. So dividend is 6% of mark price. Sorry, the face value, which is how much? 100 rupees, which is going to be rupees 6. So one share he is getting how much a dividend? 6 rupees. How many shares does he have? He has got 60 shares. So total dividend is on one share. Dividend on one share. Okay. Now the dividend on all the 60 shares will be how much? The dividend on all the 60 shares will be 6 into 60. How much is that? Rupees 360 rupees. This is the answer that he has. Is for the first question. This is the annual income. Annual income is that. This is the annual income. This is the dividend coming on that. Now the next part of the question says, if he sells 50% of the shares at 200 rupees each, what is his gain in this transaction? So 50% of shares. How many shares he has? He has got 60 shares. So 50% of 60 share is how much? It will be 30. So how many shares he has sold? So shares which he has sold will be this much, 30 shares. And what is the price of one share? 200. So total amount, okay, the first part is done here. You can just mark it as done. Second part, total amount received here, right, will be how much? 30 into 200, that is 6,000 rupees. Okay, on selling those 30 shares he has received 6,000 rupees. Now what did he buy it for? He bought it for how much? Remember, he bought it 150 rupees per share. So he bought it. This is the amount received on selling it. So amount that he has bought it for. So he bought those 30 shares as 150 rupees each. So what was the price he had paid earlier? That will be 30 into 150. How much is that? 4,500. He had paid 4,500. So how much he paid? 4,500 on for buying those 30 shares. And how much he has got now? He has received 6,000 in selling. So what is the gain? So gain here would be selling price minus cost price. Remember, this he has paid, so this is the cost price. He has got, this is the selling price of all those shares. So how much is that? Cost price, selling price is 6,000 and minus 4,500. So we get rupees 1,500. This is his gain. This is his gain. So this is the answer for the next part of the question that we have in it. What is the next part saying here? How much did he gain in that? How much did he get in the overall? So the question was here. It says, what is the gain in this transaction after selling 50% of the share at 200 each? So the gain is 1,500 rupees, and this is the answer that we have for the question. Okay. This is the second answer in it. This was the first answer.